Efisia.
Hi, Oksana.
Hey everyone. Today we're together with Efisia introducing our 5-day course. It's going to be a very exciting one because both of us took courses before and we learned a lot of different techniques, and we decided to put them together and share with you. Efisia took many more courses that I did, so in different ways, like that she uses pendulum, cards, Electra, and whatever.
Radio aesthesia, which is like radionic, where we use basically we call a cleaning machine for clean the energy that we use anyway. I always have this in my house. I show you. Is this we call the yantra? It cleans the house, the room when we put on earth. And then we use the pendulum as well. It is connected with the radio aesthesia, which is radionic. So it's a branch of the pendulum basically, because we do not only the pendulum is not just answering questions yes or not, but also the pendulum, for people that know Raymond Grace, that is very good. Explain how to use the pendulum, how to clean the space, your own space, your bedroom, your house, clean the water. So geopathy, basically, the pendulum, it can be your best friend. I always have with me. The other day I went to Glansbury, where apparently where I went to the Chalice well is where Mary, after Jesus was dead, went there, and they used this particular place, obviously a legend, because the water is pure to baptize. The pilgrims. Obviously, you guys know that I'm not a believer. I'm more spiritual. I believe more in the power of ourselves and our experience, our energy. But that still has the power, the energy. So I put my pendulum. You can see it's Egyptian one, is metal. Okay.
Mm.
And because I don't use crystal, because crystal you have constantly to clean, because crystal they
Yep.
basically keep the energy inside. You have every time to clean in the running water, full moon. So this is why oak wood is the best for pendulum of metal one.
Mhm.
Okay, or someone they use organ.
Right.
Okay, because it's you can't get inside.
Because it's gonna be in the course. I know you used a lot of
Yeah.
pendulum over the years, and you'll tell your experience.
Yeah, I'm going to explain the space. This is must you must go to everybody to clean the space, every room. I'll go in every room in my house basically, and then I teach. The idea is to teach people how to even to clean an argument.
Mm.
Okay, that is
The energy
fantastic,
after the argument or
and to
some
put the energy on balance. Okay,
down.
also I got the tarots. This we're going to use this my favorite deck, which is the White Rider
Mm.
Taros, which is Arthur White was the guy that created the basically the project, and the painter was Pamela Palmer Smith, and which she painted. She made it she was the illustrations basically was for me the best. This is the original one. No,
Mhm.
or the original, because we have the Marseillaise from France, the Italians, Napolitans, and they took some inspiration. But this is the most sell deck in the world. I mean, even this lady that she made this beautiful,
I love the colors. It's
she
so
should be a billionaire. She died in completely,
mm,
unfortunately, poverty, poor lady. So, and I explain the cards in my way, okay, with all respect.
uh,
Obviously,
your experience, which
with
is
my experience, the way I perceive, the way I connect, even the way I created the spread. All right. So this is you guys have to basically to be inspired with the way I do. Okay, because there are thousand people they explain their own way. The tarot, oh, this is the best. This is my and also all the pendulum, the tarots. I'm going to even to give you some tips how to clean your energy. Okay, even how to meditate in a very quick way, and to clean and to clean yourself, your energy, the space before you go to sleep, when you wake up in the morning.
if you don't have the tools with you or you don't want to use them. But yeah, you've used a lot of tarot cards, and I know it takes a lot of time to explain them, but you're gonna condense the explanations.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
so I used to teach courses. I think I taught 5 or 6 of them, and I did 5 day, 2 hours each class. This time it's gonna be 3 hours each class for 5 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and you're gonna show people how to use pendulum and cards as an instrument to get confirmations that you feel of the answers that your soul gives you to your everyday questions or situations, right? And as you mentioned, you can use pendulum for cleansing, the energy after, talking to people, with negative people that you feel, or having an argument. And a lot of people could relate to them because they go to offices and they have argument with the boss or whoever it is they work with, and they
But
want to
things,
face.
yeah, even if the beginners for the tarot readers, they says, okay, is this card is can help? Is the right card for me? Is this reading is good to do this reading for me today? And the pendulum, and then I teach the people how to hold the pendulum as well. It's a very important, and how to practice. Okay, because people says, oh, nothing happened. It's because we are not, maybe we are rigid, we are not confident, and then things they starting to, and every person starts to, to have their own way. Some people for yes they do this, okay, some
Mhm.
people for no is,
Yeah.
or some people they use circular, or uh
Which direction to go?
clockwise or
Now.
left or right, yeah. So, and then anyway I got the charts where I that's very important charts that you can check your own energy, vitality of and consciousness. Okay, example today I feel a bit not energy, so you check if it's 60, 70. 70 is still good, 60 okay, but it's not really 50-50. Wow, that is still is not very good for a person, because you should have 100% of energy in your body. Okay, that your body consciousness, and you can check a bit of everything, but that is telling you have to do something here. So, and this is obviously this is the first stage, guys, and eventually, if people are interested to go a little bit more deeper in with Oksana, we could eventually a second level course to go much deeper, even how to, to work with our karma, to take off microchips and any installments, how we go, what we can call.
Right.
Um,
What karma is, for people to understand, because
mhm,
it was a created, made up
mhm,
word for you to believe into something that you have to pay for, to be used by the entities when you leave your body after death of the body. So they would use karma against you to bring you back to yet another life. But the
mhm.
truth is, if you understand what lives influence you, or what situations in other parallel lives influence you, you can resolve so-called karma in a second, just through understanding. And that's why part of this course I wanted to, when we meet together each class, in the beginning I want everybody to close our eyes and to connect in this etheric space and
Mhm.
look at each other or feel each other and check, because over the night something can happen, um, and we know that in our dream space. So, and then I'll teach people to check on their energy bodies. Some things I figured out how to. Some people say but I don't see anything. I'll teach you how to feel and do a check through feelings. It's almost like a muscle testing, but for me, it's a connection to the soul. It's through soul testing. It's my personal thing. It's everything you share and I share. Uh, it's went through our filters of understanding and experience. So basically, the courses we took and the techniques we learned we rebuild them according to us. We personalize them. The same thing happens to you when you take our course. You're going to combine the techniques, pick the ones that interest you the most or work the best for you, and work with them. Maybe you'll start working with people. Whatever your goal is, you'll get the knowledge maybe just for yourself. So, and for your loved ones, in your house. Also, so the price of the course is the same like I used to charge for my courses, 850, but we divide it between Efisia and me in 50-50. And like I said before, I never used to say the price, but this is important now because, we are in this economic kind of whatever they want to present it to us, like collapse, which, I believe the more people believe in this, the more we're collapsing, because we're creating it. I looking at all the prices of other courses. They're much shorter. They're usually 3 days for over $1,000 price for the course. That's why we wanted to make it affordable, because we understand, we're going through the same thing you're going. Okay, we're paying more for our food, for our rent, for everything too. But we decided that, like, there's so many healers on the market, and they all use pendulum cards, their psychic abilities and all. And if we combined all of the techniques in one course, that would just mean that one of the techniques we teach would definitely work for you. So that's what I feel like. Nobody else is doing a course that combines all of these techniques, which is very interesting for us too with Efisia, because we'll learn from you, you learn from us.
Yeah, of course.
That's a chance for you to get together and find a new friend who's also developing his or her psychic ability. From my previous courses that I taught, I still have groups on Skype who get together once a week and do sessions together, because I taught regressive hypnosis, how to lead a session, how to do induction, how to put the person under. And they're still doing it, that they're still friends, some of them doing it more than once a week. So it's a chance for you to connect to somebody who's like-minded, who's interested in the same things you are. It's like a platform. We're holding a space, me and Efisia, for 3 hours a day for 5 days, for you to get to know each other and connect to some other person. I think very valuable these days when people feel lonely. We don't know what, some things are just crazy things happening recently. We've all had very heavy heads and dizziness, and it's fun to create a group to talk to each other. Anyway, so I hope you. There's one more thing I wanted to mention. So if you're just going to teach the tarot cards, right? And you said that it's very hard. It's a huge topic, so hard to fit into this course. And you are focused more on people who are already interested in tarot and practicing it, or in the process of, like, they know the basics, right? And
Yeah.
then teach them further. So you're not gonna teach from square one.
No, it could take too much time, and obviously our books. I will go into when you guys will going to email Oksana or me about asking more information. We can do is we can advise you to buy this deck, which is the Red White Tarot, which is my favorite, which is the original, and obviously I have lots of different. Then I will going to suggest you even an oracle deck, which is the Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss, which is the karmic one, which I use quite a lot. It's really amazing because allowed even to understand the pattern of your life when you have different situation to pattern to a previous life that is even affecting this in exactly the present. Why having this problem? Because we are still constantly cleaning. Yeah, it's not only one problem and we are fine. We are still trying to clean up stuff that make us thinking, what's happened to me? Why my personality in these days is different? Why I feel different?
Yeah.
It's not only entities, but what's happened to me is maybe a memory here. Your intuition, it tells you if you need to use the deck or the pendulum, or because you sense that there is energy intrusive that is in your body, or to try to get you, to try to corrupt you. So, like I says, I will going to explain to you in a way the way I work, okay? Because people they have a different techniques. People they use the cross, Celtic cross, which I use, but I don't put all the cards in that exactly way. But again, this is my style. So, and obviously people have to follow the original. They have to do what they feel. But the meaning, I teach the people to trust themselves, to channel, because this is a tool. In the end of the day, you are the channeler, okay, of the information, because the card says something to you, but then you give personality to the deck. You give your style, your way. All right. So the people that read, oh, somebody told me the opposite. It says that, yeah, because he has his style, he channel in that way. The source that person use the cards to channel gives that information, because the intuition, what she can hear or can ask to tell. Sometimes I say things I completely forgot after a reading because it comes naturally. Sometimes like I'm in a trance. Okay. So you have to trust yourself first and basically put alive the cards. The cards are just a door, okay, of information. And anything in which we can give more information about the pendulum. Obviously, for the course, you guys, you need to have your own pendulum, okay? So I really recommend you to buy a pendulum which is metal, because metal, they can't be attached. They don't attach to the metal and they basically sleep. They can't get inside.
Yeah.
Or the oak wood, because wood is the best. Why why or the 5G is they are cutting all the trees, because the trees are so powerful and the energy, the frequency they can't.
Thing
Yeah.
they become neutral, and you use it you work with it through your soul. So yeah, very good. Thank you. I
Yeah,
think we
anyway, in the email we can give you all the information, what you need to start pendulum, your own deck, okay, which is the white rider again, notes, pen, because Oksana as well, she will going to give you all the information. She's amazing. And even despite I do more courses than you obviously you are in a very high level of consciousness, okay, with a lot of informations that you don't need use cards or pendulum, but many people they need their time to evolve in a conscious way. So we help them to
right.
use day by day these tools.
Yeah, because recently I've had clients who would come to me and they had questions, and they asked those questions other people with psychic abilities, and they wanted to, check with me and check if those answers they got from other psychics is like they were asking me for better explanation that they gave to them, and which I'm going to publish this one session I recently done. And this guy had lots of questions, and he would say, you would hear in the session how he says, well, you gave a better explanation than that psychic who gave me a short answer. So I'll teach you in the course with Efisia how to get an answer, but then confirm it with the cards or pendulum, whatever you choose as an instrument of connection.
Mm-hmm.
So this way you'll feel more confident. You won't need me for a session, or Efisia for the session with cards, or or with other, or aggressive hypnosis. Doesn't matter what you choose. So it's kind of like you teach yourself, and so you don't need anybody else, and that's the ultimate idea. The goal is to empower you to always to not think in terms of I need somebody to help me, but I already got everything I need to help myself in any situation possible. So that's the goal of the course. So you don't
Exactly.
need to take any more courses. If in later, of course, we'll do probably come up with the idea if people ask. It's all based on people requests, to more prolonged course with more advanced, right? We'll see. We always play it by ear, but it's always focused on the needs of people. So when you email us, I'm gonna put like emails of Efisia and me. We have the schedule for the 5 days, 3 hours a day meeting together. We're planning to do it in May, but when you email to us, we'll put together a group of people on Skype who are taking the course, and then we'll figure out what date, what week is the best for everybody. So we'll agree upon it. And that's how it's going to be, and you'll get the schedule, so you'll know exactly what day we're discussing what. And of course, I mean, I'll be giving you a miniature session, right, with all your questions arising or whatever, by what I do in a session. When you come to me for a 2-hour session, I'll be doing in every day, 5 days of that course. So I think it would help you to get more confident and learn some of the stuff I learned through experience. And Efisia is fantastic. She's been doing cards for so long, and she does it every day, and clients and all this. So I just value personal experience so much, and I think that you can read so many books, watch so many recorded courses, but unless you communicate directly, it's gonna take you too long time of it. You're still gonna screw up some things. Anyways, thank you, Efisia, and
Thank you, Oksana.
to hear from you in the comments too. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.